Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dragon's Pride, and welcome to my perspective. This is going to be an educational video about something not a lot of people even know they have. So this is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Uh, I'll read you the first paragraph, I'll introduce it. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a milestone document in the history of human rights, drafted by representatives with different legal and cultural backgrounds from all regions of the world. The Declaration was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on the 10th of December, 1948. General Assembly Resolution 217A as a common standard of achievements for all people and all nations. It sets out for the first time fundamental human rights to be universally protected. So I'm going to put this on my notepad. And this is going to go on the uh, list of, what do you even call it now? The links below. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or under any other limitation of sovereignty. Article 3. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the security of person. Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Article 6. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. Article 7. All are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination in violation of declaration and against any incitement to such discrimination. Article 8. Anyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted him by the Constitution or by law. Article 9. No one shall be subjected to the arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. Article 10. Everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal, in the determination of his rights and the obligation and of any criminal charge against him. Article 11. 1. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty according to law in a public trial at which he has had all guarantees necessary for his defense. Article 11. 2. No one shall be held guilty of any penal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a penal offense, under national or international law at the time of when it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at the time of the penal offense has been committed. Article 12. No one shall be subject to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to the attacks upon his honor and reputation. Everyone has the right to protection of the law against such interference or acts. This is literally saying that no one has the right to uh, invade your privacy. in your communications, at home, or attacks against defamation of character. Article 13.1. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. Article 13.2. Everyone has the right to leave any country, including his own, and return to his country. So that's talking about passports. It's guaranteed by a right. You don't need a passport to move under this declaration. Article 15. Everyone has the right to a nationality. Article 15.2. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality, nor denied the right to change his nationality. Article 16.1. Men and women of full age, without any limitations due to race, nationality, or religion, have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights as to marriage, during marriage, and its dissolution. Article 16.2. The marriage shall be entered into only with the free and full consent of the intended spouses. Article 16.3. The family is the natural and fundamental group unit of society and is entitled to protection by society and the state. Article 17.1. Everyone has the right to own property alone, as well as in association with others. Something that we don't actually have in America anymore, because we don't own our own property. It is owned by the banks. Article 17.2. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. So again, the banks are in problem there. Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without inference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. YouTube, Article 19. You have broken that. Somebody sue YouTube. Article 20. Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association. Article 22. No one may be compelled to belong to an association. Article 21. Everyone has the right to take part in government of his country directly or through freely chosen representatives. Article 21.2. Everyone has the right of equal access to public service in his country. Article 21.3. The will of the people shall be on the basis of the authority of the government. This shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which we don't have, because our elections aren't genuine anymore. Our votes don't matter. Well, they do matter, but it's actually the electoral college that matters, that are counted. You can sway them, but why don't we just change it to go off the actual numbers? Where was I? Article 21.1. Everyone has the right to take part in government of his country, directly or through freely chosen representatives. Article 21.2. Everyone has the right of equal access to public service in his country, something we still don't have in America. Article 21.3. The will of the people shall be on the basis of the authority of the government. This shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which shall be universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret vote or by equivalent free voting procedures. Article 22. Everyone, as a member of society, has the right to social security and is entitled to realization through national effort and international cooperation, and in accordance with the organization and resources of each state, of the economy, social and cultural rights indispensable for his dignity and free development of his personality. Article 23.1. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, and to just, favorable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment. Article 23.2. Everyone, without any discrimination, has the right to equal pay for equal work. Article 23.3. Everyone who works has the right to just and favorable remuneration, ensuring for himself and his family existence worthy of human dignity and supplemented, if necessary, by other means of social protection. Article 23.4. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade unions for protection of his interests. Article 24. No one has the right to no Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pay. Article 25. 1. Everyone has the right to standard of living adequate for health and well-being of himself and his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. Article 25(2). Motherhood and childhood are entitled to special care and assistance. All children, whether born in or out of wedlock, shall enjoy the same social protection. Article 26. Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, which it isn't, at least in elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. Article 26(2), education shall be direct and full development of human personality and the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, radical or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace. Article 26(3). Parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. Article 27. 1. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of his community, to enjoy these acts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. DARPA, it's calling on you. Article 27(2). Everyone has the right to protection of the moral and material interests resulted from any scientific, literacy, or artistic production of which he is the author. Article 28. Everyone is entitled to social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized. Article 29(1). Everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of his personality is possible. Article 29(2). In the exercise of his rights and freedoms, everyone shall be subject only to such limitations as are determined by the law solely for the purpose of securing due recognition and respect and rights and freedoms of others, of meeting and just requirements of morality, public order, and the general welfare in a democratic society. 3. These rights and freedoms may in no case be exercised contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. Article 30. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying for any state, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or to perform any act aimed at the destruction of any of the rights and freedoms set forth here within. Whew. So, basically, what I'm saying is the world has a problem in general. America, as seen as, we see it as kind of the bastion of freedom, it still doesn't live up to these expectations. Uh, if we want to condense them, I can read them here. Article 1, right to equality. Article 2, freedom from discrimination. Article 3, right to life, liberty, and personal security. Article 4, freedom from slavery. Article 5, freedom from torture and degrading treatment. Article 6, right to recognize as a person before the law. Article 7, right to equality before the law. Article 8, right to remedy by competent tribunal. Competent tribunal. Article 9, freedom from arbitrary arrest and exile. This is something that America needs. Article 10, right to fair public hearing. Another one America needs. Article 11, right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. Something the American people need to remember. Article 12, freedom from inference with privacy, family, home, and correspondence. America, you again. Article 13, right to free movement in and out of country. America. Article 14, right to asylum in other countries from prosecution. I wonder how that will react of how, let's see, right to asylum in other countries from persecution. So I wonder how that plays into this election. It says right to asylum, but does that mean that the other countries are forced to invoke are forced to agree to asylum? I'm curious about how that interacts. Article 15, right to nationality and freedom to change it. America. Article 16, right to marriage and family. Article 17, right to own property. America. Article 18, freedom of belief and religion. Article 19, freedom of opinion and information. America. Article 20, right of peaceful assembly and association. I guess that's okay in America. I don't know. Sometimes cops overstep their bounds. Article 21, right to participate in government and free elections. Free elections would really be nice if our vote directly counted. Article 22, right to social security. Article 23, right to desirable work and to join trade unions. Article 24, right to rest and leisure. Article 22, right to adequate living standards. That's still a problem in America. We have some places where the water doesn't even work. Article 26, right to education. Well, compulsory education. You're forced to educate yourself, which is a good thing, but sometimes liberals overstep their bounds. Article 27, right to participate in the cultural life of a community. Article 28, right to a social order that articulates this document. Article 29, community duty is essential to free and full development. Article 30, freedom from state or personal inference in above rights. So, that's pretty much your basic human rights right here. So again, this is going to go on the beautiful note card. Now, you'll notice that these don't make the distinction against other people, against. It doesn't make the distinction between people, countries, or corporations. It, all of these are basic human rights. It means that everybody is held accountable under these laws, whether they are a physical entity or a corporate entity or a political entity. This means that if anybody infringes on these rights, they are in the wrong. YouTube, we're speaking to you. You are now stepping on our rights of freedom of speech and expression. Was that in here? I thought I read it. Opinion and information. Yeah, Article 19. YouTube, Twitter, you guys are in violation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Appendix 5, Article 19. You do not have a right to censor people's opinions. And that is what you are doing. Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without inference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media regardless of frontiers. Again, YouTube, Twitter, social media, you are in violation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Well, what's this about? New policy. What causes it? Terms of service. That's what I'm looking for. I can't even find it now. It's disappeared again. Terms of service, YouTube. General use of service. I can't even find it. Your use of content. Content and conduct. To the service, including video, you shall be solely responsible for. Well, I can't even find it now, but I was watching this video, by, can't remember his name now. Let's see if I can find it through his channel. Not gonna play it. Chris Ray Gunn, he's kind of a jerk, but he's a funny jerk, so that's okay. Okay, I want to show you the picture that he has up because I can't find it. Of course, he didn't link the things. Terms of service change. That's what I'm looking for. Is this it? I can't even find it. These guys have it so well hidden. But basically, YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. You have a new policy that allows users to report videos, and you'll take them down and take the channel down, and you know, and and hold them accountable for something they say. You know, I understand holding somebody accountable for saying something like for instance, as this is an example, saying somebody NSA. I do not mean I'm not saying I am saying this, but I am not advocating this. I'm not for this. This is the equivalent of one of the Black Lives Matter protesters saying kill Donald Trump. Again, Trump for president. So while I agree something like that might be a bit outlandish, but either you're gonna have full free speech or no free speech. You know, they're not. You can't have them both. You can't have one and have the other at the same time. You either have one or the other. It's not in between. Full free speech or no free speech. And if you guys are sitting here, taking people's channels out, you know, censoring their opinions, all that, then you're in the wrong. Again, Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You are in contempt. So, I hope YouTube, I know they're not going to see this. If they see it, they're not going to care. So, I just wish somebody would do something. Again, comment, discuss, criticize down in the comments. Don't bother liking, don't bother subscribing. I don't really care about those. What I want is free and open debate. That's what I am advocating for. Exercise your right for your freedom of opinion and information. My name is Dragon's Pride, signing out.